This is an indoor winter harvest of fresh vegetables. Y'all, I didn't go to the store. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Kim's Cozy Corner. It is harvest time again. I harvested about 2 weeks ago, and I am playing catch up, and it's time to do some harvesting again today. And it's time for us to start thinking about what we're going to do with these GreenStalk vertical planters that I've been using indoors. As the season's warming up, we may need to take those outside. So let's get started in the harvest and the discussion on these green stalks. So, for those who follow me, you know that I was gone a couple of weeks ago, and my plants just weren't very well taken care of. But my lettuce in this vertical planter right here in this green stalk did amazing while I was gone. And so we are going to harvest lettuce today. And while we're harvesting this lettuce, we are going to kind of talk about what's next for this green stalk. Now, in this green stalk, I've already started pulling out some items. We will get this bok choy out. And this will be the last of the bok choy indoors. One, my family's kind of tired of eating it, and it keeps going to seed. And by the time my family gets ready to eat it again, it'll probably all be gone to seed. So we're going to take a break from the bok choy and spend some time outside with the bok choy. My grow tent needs some serious cleaning. All right, so the beans, I've been pulling all of those out. I did get some green beans. We'll just have to try this experiment again next year when I have more room between the two green stalks, and I think we'll have a better showing. Now, y'all, this pak choi is still beautiful. It's so little. I'm keeping that one in there. And then everything else on the bottom's out. Now, the important piece of why I need everything out is that this green stalk is going to go outside. So everything that's been growing down here has to be hardened off so that it can take the sunlight, or everything's going to get sun scald and it's going to die. Or I can just harvest everything that's in here and set it back up outside with lettuce and other items that have already been hardened off, that's ready to go into the green stalk. And I think that's what I want to do. So I'm going to continue just harvesting away at this one. And when it's practically empty, we're going to go ahead and take it outside. That way I'm not having to bring it in and out as we're hardening it off, because I can't trust my family to do that for me. So I need to do that. All right, so let's get some more. Now let's get some lettuce, not some more. So this is Butter Crunch, I believe. Yes. So we will harvest this one right here, which is looking really good. Let's take this one out. Some Butter Crunch. It's looking really nice. Now I'm gonna have to put this lettuce on top of this bok choy. So let's find a way to separate it out just a little bit. There we go. And so this is going to be, it looks like 2 more Butter Crunch sections here that I'll let it grow and get full. These are my carrots. They are looking good. I will need to thin those out eventually, but we'll worry about that later. We'll get this out of here. And this shouldn't have even been here. This is a seed that grew, and I don't even know what it is. I don't remember what this is. But beside it is Bib. And the Bib can take just a little more. Look at that. There's some Bib. Let that sit there another week or so. And that'll be some of the last things we get out. We will go ahead and harvest all of this ruby red. It's practically done. Actually, I thought it was done, but we got a little bit of growth on it. So there's the ruby red. That pocket's empty. This little gem, we'll leave this for now. It's still growing. The Lala Rosa, another one that I thought was done, but it decided to put a few more leaves on, so we'll get those out. And then we'll just clean this pocket up. Now you will see in another video that I've already started a GreenStalk outside with lettuce because we're not going to run out of lettuce. All right, we're back around. So we are good to go. I'm going to get the stalk of this bok choy out. Now that pocket's clean as well. So all of the pockets are cleaned up except for the top one, and let's move up there next. All right, up here we have some really cool stuff. This is Cimarron. It is so pretty too. I've been trying to grow Cimarron now for 2 seasons, and I've had very poor luck. But it's a beautiful red lettuce. It's got red all over the leaves. It's really pretty. So we are going to harvest, let's say half of it, because it's in there pretty thick. That's one plant. This is one bushy plant. That's it, just one. I harvested the smaller of the two. I think I'm going to leave it. Since I'm getting so much of the other lettuce, we'll leave this one and we'll get that so we have some reds to go in next week's harvest. Gustav. It's the next one here. Uh-oh, this one almost stayed too long. Here's my little head of Gustav, and if you can see right in the top, it's got the black right there. I think I can pull that. No, I can't. That's nasty. Yuck. That one's gone. Now, I have been harvesting quite a bit of the Gustav, but I had quite a bit of Gustav, so that one just didn't make it. Now, this one, that's pretty. That one's very pretty. It's just starting to get some of the twinges on it, but very nice. We'll get that cleaned up. Yeah, I need to get all this Gustav out here. Yeah, this Gustav is about to go bad on me. I don't know if you can really see that or not, but there's some browning of the leaves there, but we will get it all out. And I really like the Gustav. It has a really good flavor. For the Gustav, I shouldn't have put any more than 1 per pocket, maybe at most 2. But the Gustav, I started from seed because I ran out of lettuce, and I should have thinned them out, and I didn't. But this is a beautiful, teeny little head of lettuce, and I love it. And we're back around. So we have enough lettuce in here. Looks like one more really nice harvest, which will probably be in the next week or so. And then this tower will be empty, and we will take it outside and set it up with new goodies. So this one is done. Now let's move over here and harvest peppers and tomatoes and have a discussion about that as well. Now I've decided to stay down low here first, and we will do the peppers, at least the ones that are down low first, because I can sit down and do that. So, and we got to talk about these peppers. Like, do we cut everything back again? Since we really weren't trying to grow peppers, we were really just trying to harden them off. So here's a pepper that it's ripe, it's overripe, the plant died. I don't know what happened. So we're going to throw that one in the trash. I already had some empty pockets on this bottom row here. So that's not unusual. They never grew well. And all we wanted to do really is keep them alive. So I'm not worried about that. Now here's a red Thunderbolt. And this is from last year's peppers. These peppers have now been going almost a year. and it's red and it's perfect. So we're happy with that. But the plant died. So I don't know if this is from my mom's watering. I don't know what happened to this plant. So I don't know if it's from the overwintering. Did we not do something right? I'm not sure. The key is I got peppers off of that, y'all, and this is last year's plants. And I have over 100 pepper plants I can easily replace since we were doing an experiment. So we are okay there. Trying to be careful, tearing everything up here. But I want you to be able to see these two peppers. We're going to go ahead and harvest those. 2 more red peppers from last year's harvest. And I think that's it from down low. Everything else we're going to have to get up high and get. So let me get reset up and I'll bring you up high. There's some green peppers up here, but there's some green ones, but we're not going to harvest the green peppers, but there's some up here. And my peppers are dropping leaves like crazy. So I know they're not happy anymore. The question is, do I go ahead and take this tower down? It's way too early for me to harden these peppers off and get them outside. But do I go ahead and cut them back and let them just continue to grow as just the roots so that when it's time to take them outside, they have a chance to bounce back? And I'm going to be honest with you, that's what I'm really thinking about doing, is harvesting everything off of them and cutting them back again. And that will give them, it's March 30th. And so that will give them a month and a half to bounce back and get healthy again. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think that's what we're going to do. I wasn't expecting to have any peppers in here. So yeah, let's do that. That's the plan. We're going to go ahead and harvest the green ones as well. So we're going to harvest all the peppers. And in another video, we'll take the tower out and all those kind of things. So here's some more greens. The peppers will last in my refrigerator for a few weeks, so we should be fine there. Here's a Jimmy Nardello here. This is a Jimmy Nardello. We'll leave it for now until I can stand up and get from this seated position. So let me stand up. We'll harvest the rest of the peppers and get the tomatoes and talk about the next steps for those as well. Now, I didn't expect these peppers to do this over this winter season. So next year I will be prepared. So when I bring the peppers in next year, I'll have the proper spacing for them. And we will enjoy, and I won't cut them so far back either. I'll continue enjoying them longer in the garden, and then bring them in and enjoy them all winter long. So let me get up and let's look at what's going on up above. All right, we're up here with these tomatoes. For the tomatoes, these tomatoes have been going every bit since September of last year. And I think they're kind of petered out. They're kind of done. They got some browning on them. I know they weren't well taken care of. Some of them got brand new green plants and they look good, but some of these are looking pretty bad. So we are going to continue to harvest off of these as long as we can. And then I'm not going to harden them off and take them outside. I have plants to replace these. So we are not going to worry about hardening them off. We are going to get those replaced with new plants. And that's the plan for the tomatoes. But and I have tomatoes upstairs in my hydroponics system, so we'll get those. I only think there's like one up there. My daughter's in town and they've been enjoying those tomatoes along with everybody else. And so upstairs, I don't have many tomatoes up there. Here's another pepper. I don't have many tomatoes up there, but we will harvest whatever we can. But that's the tomatoes we will continue to enjoy when we first set up our plants outside. Look at all of these. Look at that. Look at all those orange hat tomatoes. So this is mostly an orange hat harvest, looks like. Yeah, these plants are really, really starting to die. There's so much brown on them. I don't believe they're going to last much longer. So we will cut these out. Now, I did plant some tomato plants from seed when we set this up in here. And those on the back side finally have some little baby tomatoes on it. So maybe we'll take those out. But these that have been going since September, we're going to get rid of those. All right, let's go around to the other side and see if there's anything else we need to harvest down here before we go to the hydroponic system. But I do have to say, this is not bad for a winter harvest. All right, we're over on the back side. There's a little bell that's not doing anything. There's a little red bell. This is, I planted mini bell peppers last year, and they've been doing pretty good. So I'm happy with my little baby red bell. Now there are some plants like this one right here. This is a yellow monster that I actually planted indoors this past winter, and it's healthy, it's full, it's beautiful. Now we will need to harden that one off along with the other ones that I planted, like this one here. It's in good shape as well. And so maybe it's just because they're brand new, they haven't had a long life like some of these other ones. And so I'm going to say we're in good shape on that one. Huh. This is a pepper. This right here, this is a Zulu. This Zulu is one of those ones I just planted, and it already has a pepper on it, and it's ready. It's thin-walled. It's really nice. Let's see if you can see it any better. The Zulu. We're going to call that good. Let's move up to the hydroponics and get the last of the stuff we need to harvest. We are now upstairs next to our hydroponic systems, and my lighting is always really bad up here. But we are going to harvest, it looks like 4 tomatoes and all of the cucumbers, which are coming up, and they are ready to harvest. So let me get right to that. Since my lighting is so bad, let's not worry about my face, and let's just get these cucumbers harvested. There are 4 over here. Look at that. Look at my little mini cucumbers. And these are full size. They don't get huge. This is the full size of these little mini cucumbers. Actually, a little bit more. They might have been too thick, but these are my cucumbers. There's more coming on, but we harvested 4 of those. And like I said, there aren't many tomatoes because they have been just eating these right off the plants, which is what we're looking for, right? There's 3 tomatoes. I said there were 4. I think I was wrong. There are 3 tomatoes. That's all that's left. There's more coming in. There are blooms, but there are only 3 tomatoes ready. And then over here, I got tomatoes coming in as well. So we will have more tomatoes to harvest in the very near future. I think we did pretty good. This is enough lettuce to probably last probably a week and a half, maybe 2, because my mom's not home. It's just me and the girls. And then peppers and tomatoes and cucumbers. This is an indoor winter harvest of fresh vegetables. Y'all, I didn't go to the store, and we will continue to enjoy the indoor vegetables until the outdoor garden gets ready. And that's where we're going to end it. That's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up and turn on notifications so you'll know when I'm dropping a new video, which is every 2 to 3 days. And so until next time, and I hope there will be a next time that you come with me, Kim, at Kim's Cozy Corner. Bye.